I'm Blake, and I'm from EO San Diego.
And I'm Chris from EO Seattle, and you're watching EOtv!
Welcome to EOtv. I'm Randall Mauricio, and we are back this week with a full Entrepreneurs Organization webcast. On today's show, we talk about how to find an employee that's a perfect fit for your company and how one man's future changed because of EO. So let's get started. Peter H. Thomas, founder of Century 21 Canada and Chairman Emeritus of the Global Entrepreneurs Organization, managed to find time in his busy schedule to write a new book. Values, focus, visualization, inspiration, and reflection are the foundations for success, covered in Peter's book entitled Be Great, The 5 Foundations of an Extraordinary Life in Business and Beyond. In Be Great, Peter uses his business experiences to explain what it means to be successful in business and achieve extraordinary things without compromising your values.
I think anybody can have as much success in life as they want. And when I speak about success, I'm not talking about just successful financially. I'm talking about successful life, living successfully. My definition of success is the attainment of a predetermined goal. So if you set a goal to do something, then if you get that something, whether it's win a baseball game, whether it's be a parent, no matter what that goal is, if you get it, you're successful. By interviewing a lot of successful people over the past 3-4 decades, I found that the thing that holds the successful people apart from the people who don't attain their goals is their ability to focus. And in fact, it's so important that I've made it the second pillar in my 5 pillars. The ability to focus and to be able to, with almost laser-like intensity, upon the goal that you want to achieve. Once you focus on the goal, for example, my own values are health, freedom, happiness, and integrity. Well, things that make me happy is to see my family happy and be with the family and have good health. And I always say that if you can get a goal that hits one or more of your values, that's great. So if you have your goals in mind and you live your life in accordance with your values, then everything you do, you can take a look and see how it resonates with that particular value. When I got into trouble financially, this was when the interest rates went to about 22%, I actually had 18 problems that were in excess of $1 million. 18 loans, I owed people money. Three of them were in excess of $10 million. So it was pretty big, And what I did is I literally put the 18 problems down on a piece of paper, and it took me 5 years. It took me 5 years to solve the problems. But at the end of 5 years, I didn't go bankrupt, and I solved each one. Visualization is known as a very, very important part of being success. You've got to see yourself being successful. Visualize what you're doing right now and the goals. If it's working towards taking a university degree, see yourself up on being called up to accept your certificate, your cap and your gown. If it's a race that you're going to win, see yourself winning the race on the podium. You're number 1 on the podium. Number 2 on the podium doesn't matter, but see yourself winning. And what would you look like? How will you act? And the more specific that you can make your visualization, the more easier it is to attain it.
Peter's also the founder of Life Pilot and the Todd Thomas Institute for Values-Based Leadership at Royal Roads University. Today, he leaves us with a personal mantra of his: when your values are clear, your decisions become easier. But of course, Peter will see how that stacks up against my inspirational thought a little later, huh? In this member experience, we met EO Germany Hamburg member TORSTEN PANZER during the Barcelona University. TORSTEN shares with us how a chance meeting at the Singapore University changed his entire future. Check it out.
I quit my last company, which was a PR marketing consultancy in Germany, Hamburg. And I quit it 5 days before the last university in Singapore. And I went to Singapore and was talking to some guys from Amsterdam. We were just standing at the bar and say, okay, what business are you in, as we do in EO? And we start talking, and it turned out that they wanted to start something in Germany, and I was looking around for a new idea, new opportunities. So we got right together and do BUZZER in Germany now. I think it's great because I felt like there's a sign from above, I was going to Singapore, of course I hadn't planned that, and there are not very many people sophisticated in word-of-mouth marketing, and for example in Germany there are just 2 companies doing that, and so I think it's really terrific. We just started 2 weeks ago in Germany, launched our website, and yeah, the first people are signing up, and there are several pilot clients we are talking to. So I'm pretty hopeful that something turns out within the next weeks.
As a business owner, you and I know that it can be difficult to find the right candidates for your company's unique culture and tight-knit working teams. But Clint Greenleaf, CEO of Greenleaf Publishing Group in Austin, Texas, definitely has a unique recruiting strategy to find the perfect addition to your team. Let's take a look.
I started Greenleaf Book Group as a joke. Greenleaf Book Group is different from traditional publishers in that we work with our clients to help them build their own publishing business. Our first core value here at Greenleaf Book Group is that employees come first, and we take our employees and their welfare very seriously here. We like to have fun at work, and we figure if you're going to be putting in 40+ hours of work a week here, it better be something that you actually enjoy. A thriving business means a lot more than just making a big profit for the company and for our clients. It also means having a rewarding and exciting place to come to work every day for every one of our employees. We have a number of people here who are top in their field, and that really makes it a lot easier for everybody else to get their job done, knowing you can rely on the best of the best.
Now that you've seen this video, please explore our site to learn more about the company, and then let us know about you.
Clint says his company uses this video as a recruiting mechanism because publishing is an old industry that tends to get bogged down with old ideas. So he goes on to share a few of his new ideas with EO. If you want to hire people with new, fresh ideas, then you need to use new and fresh approaches to finding the right talent for your company. Think about your current employees. What do they have in common? What type of person would complement them? Furthermore, Clint says viral video is a hit with Generation Y, if this age group is your target audience, of course. Posting web videos and job descriptions on social media sites such as LinkedIn and YouTube are also great ways to start your search. Clint says Greenleaf Publishing Group has a fun environment. When recruiting new people into a well-established culture, it's important to convey the fun facts about working within your company. These are distinctive qualities that make your culture unique, and if you let your candidates know what's cool about your organization, you can ask them some interesting questions about themselves as well. Keep in mind a person is made up of much more than the details of their resume. Finding out who they are will help you narrow down your candidate pool before you bring in applicants for an interview. Well, I totally don't like the end, but that's what it is right now. But I will say this, thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to tune in next week for a brand new Expert Tip of the Week. As always, here's my parting thought to ponder until then. The greatest revenge is to accomplish what others say you cannot do. Think about that one, it's profound. See you next time.